Now, there is something special about spotting a black cockatoo in the wild, let alone a flock of them. I wonder if you've noticed more black cockatoos around your place. I love the sound of them. And if so, do you know the Noongar story behind them? Because a short film telling these precious stories just won the top award at the Australian Youth Film Festival in Melbourne. The 5-minute video is called Black Cockatoos: Cultural Significance, and it centres around an elders' yarning circle. Here's just a little snippet to have a listen to.
Years ago I was told that when black cockatoos flew south, they brought rain with them. Yeah. And when they flew back north, they took the rain away. But unfortunately that's not happening now, so all their bloody traditional ways have disappeared like ours.
That is Elder Mort Hansen there. Now, 24-year-old filmmaker Dannon put it together with Murdoch University and joins me in the studio. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming in.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Now, congratulations first up. How did it feel to hear that you'd won the best overall award out of 774 entrants?
Oh, it was very crazy. I was very shocked when they announced it.
I imagine it would have been a bittersweet kind of journey. It's an amazing thing to win, but a bit of a sad story to tell, perhaps.
Yeah, that's right. Like this story, very emotional, very heartfelt. It's the story of our Noongar elders telling what the black cockatoos mean to them. And to have the story recognised in this way, it means quite a lot.
It's, everyone loves, I live down south and I've got the white-tailed cockatoos flying around my place, and it's always so special no matter how many times you see them. Did you know much about black cockatoos going into this?
Yes, I actually didn't know pretty much anything about black cockatoos before I started this project. But then I guess in the last 2 years I've been able to work with the amazing researchers who are part of the Keep Carnaby's Flying Noongar's Forever project, but then also just listening to them over the last 2 years and also the elders to figure out how this is all coming together with community and everything. And then I've almost become a little bit of a semi-expert, I would say more general, within black cockatoo knowledge, I guess.
You spent a lot of time with elders, yarning circles. Who took part and what were some of those stories that you heard?
Yeah, so we had an elders yarning circle in 2023, and that was bringing together our key researchers from the project, but then also a bunch of Noongar elders from across Western Australia. So a few names off the top of my head. We had Mort Hansen, we had Auntie Marie Taylor, and a few other people, Uncle Franklin Nannup, all who gave such beautiful stories to tell.
I was quite amazed when I was watching the video. Is it the black cockatoo, the white-tail ones, the Noongar name for them, the Carnabys, translates to brother-in-law?
Yeah, that's right. So it's Nulaks. And then, yeah, they have all these hidden meanings that a lot of people don't actually realise. So it was really nice to hear it directly from the people who know the knowledge, who have been passing it on generation to generation.
Were there any stories that stood out to you?
Yeah, there was definitely, well, going into this meeting, I didn't have any really high expectations of not really knowing what to expect and everything. But then there was one story that came up about a carload of Aboriginal kids had got killed. And then one of the aunties had said that she heard the black cockatoos calling out and circling around the car and everything. And she was wondering why they were doing that. It was only after, when she heard it on the news, that a carload of Aboriginal kids got killed. Then it was like, oh, that's what it meant. They were coming to warn me about this.
Right. I imagine a lot of those stories would have been really moving, a bit emotional.
Yeah, like there was a lot of heartfelt messaging and stories coming through, very personal stories as well. So I was almost a bit taken aback because I was like, wow, this means so much to people, and now I've got to make sure I translate this into film so it's their stories coming through.
My guest on ABC Perth and WA, Dannon Wu, who has won a film award for his 5-minute short film. It's called Black Cockatoos, Cultural Significance, and it centres around an elders yarning circle and sharing the stories of the significance of black cockatoos in Noongar culture. Lots of you on Cockatoo Watch this afternoon. Tim says, Dom, we regularly see red-tailed black cockatoos in Murdoch in the afternoons and whitetails less, but also noticing them more. Jeff in Kareen says we've got between 4 and 9 red-tailed black cockatoos every afternoon at our bird bath. Scott, you've got a fan on the text line, says the Black Cockatoo documentary is a beautifully put together piece of media, and Dannon Wu is without doubt an upcoming Perth film icon. There you go. Now, I noticed that you didn't use a narrator or a voiceover to tell the story. Why did you choose to do that?
Yeah, so going into this production, there wasn't really a clear idea of how it would come together story-wise. We just knew that we needed to create a video that featured around the cultural significance aspect of these birds. So it was really only during that Elders Yarning Circle, when I was hearing the stories firsthand, then I was like, wow, they are the storytellers. We really don't even need a narrator, or we shouldn't use a narrator to tie it all together. We should be letting them tell the stories with their own voice.
Was it a challenge to keep it down to 5 minutes?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with any film or video production, you've always got way more footage and recordings than what you need. I'm pretty sure we had hours and hours of footage that needed to be whittled down into a 5-minute piece with like 4 to 5 speakers. Yeah.
I hate to ask this question when you've just won a wonderful award. I imagine you might want to take a breather, but what's next for you?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different things happening at the moment, but the biggest thing is another big documentary production in the works. It's called Walking Two Worlds, and it's centered around a Broome Marine Conservation project. So I've been working on it for the last 2 years now and hoping to keep working on it and get it to everyone's screens in the future.
Oh, good on you. Can I ask, do you feel a special connection to cockatoos now?
Definitely. I mean, I think birds always had a little bit of a personal significance in my life anyway, but I think as I've progressed through this project over the years, it's just been like, wow, okay, now every time I hear a black cockatoo, I'm like, oh, that was that type of black cockatoo and everything. So I'm just able to like talk about them and point them out to other people.
Oh, well, look, thank you so much for coming into the studio to tell us all about it. It's a beautiful film, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
24-year-old filmmaker Dannon Wu, who won the best overall film at the Australian Youth Festival for his 5-minute film. It's called Black Cockatoos, Cultural Significance, one to watch out for. And thank you for all your calls and texts. Lots of you on Cockatoo Watch this afternoon. Ray and Morley says, I've got a large Cape lilac tree at my house. The Carrick red-tailed cockatoos feed on it every year. The whitetails feed on the marries at my church. They both make mess, but I'm happy to clean up after them. Oh, good on you, Ray.